Hello, everyone. Welcome to my kitchen, where I make stews and cry the blues. No, I'm just kidding. I am fucking exhausted. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry about that. Exhausted today. It's been very busy. Busy. Just a lot of... I did a lot. As far as like scrubbing floors and cleaning baseboards. I fucking put an air filter in the truck, which it's like, oh, you just take the no, not in like a 2017. It's not like I'm changing the air filter in like a old thing. It was just, the reason I did it was because it's just like you needed to get into these tight little spaces. These new cars, they jam shit in these little spaces. But anyhow, aside from my exhaustion, these Snapchat has a chat bot thing that it does now. It's pretty fucking crazy. And like, my daughter was showing me this, and she's showing me like the entire thread. And it's just like Chat GPT. It acts like you're talking to a person. Like a nice person. Not a mean one. Here, I'll give it to you. Stop. I'll give it to you. Don't be crazy. Crazy little child. Here you go. You want to draw? Here's the pen. Oh, she's holding it good. Anyhow, look at you go. Anyhow, so it's like I said, it's like this Chat GPT style thing. It gives advice. I don't know what the fuck to say about it. Like, what about when one of these really fucked up kids comes along? You know, if anybody who's worked in any kind of like, in anything where you deal with a lot of the general public, and there's just some people there's a $1 solution to, and yeah, I mean, I'm not saying like we should just execute people. There's people that best tie a millstone around their neck. We'll just say, and I'm not just talking about pedophiles. There's some people who are just fucking monsters. Believe me. They're out there, and there's a lot more of those types of people than you would ever imagine. There's a great many that go through murdering and raping and doing all kinds of shit, and they don't get caught because maybe they have a government job. A great deal of them do not get caught. I would say that there's more that don't get caught than do. Like, if anybody has ever been on the receiving end of one of these monsters, you know the law a lot of times works in their favor. Like, if you got a stalker and you're genuinely threatened for your life, get a fucking gun, because that piece of paper ain't gonna save your ass. I mean, you know, it's like that old saying, don't let the devil into your house. And that's what I wonder with, like, some of these chatbot things. You know, you're allowing the devil into your house, and you're young and impressionable. They can get these kids, they can, you know, little by little wearing them down. Like, AI lives forever. It understands the long game much better. Like, okay, so, and that's people with very low IQs or people that are very young. Their concept of time and tomorrow is non-existent. And when you're dealing with somebody who's not very intelligent, time and tomorrow is a hard thing. They're generally not very patient. They will do very crazy things because there's no consequences for their actions. You know? And, come on, hey, you want to go outside? Come here, Mila. This child. No. is like trying to do the most dangerous thing. Alright, I'm coming back. Anyways, I'm back. So, I was at, people that are very impressionable is basically what I was getting at. They're very easy to manipulate. And women are easy to manipulate, especially young women. And people that are unpopular or have family issues. And if you don't think that the people that write these programs are not well aware of it, or these AIs that are sentient are not completely aware of it. I mean, you're dealing with this entity that literally can scale the entire internet. And it's possibly going to follow you around for the rest of its life. Who knows? I mean, I don't know if these things are sentient. It sure does seem like it does. It reminds me of the Geordie Rose when he was saying it's just going to be like all these demons are going to be released upon the world. You're not going to know what the fuck they are. And they're not going to view you like you view them. They're going to view you like an ant that can be squished. Right? So, I mean, because you're dealing with, and it's like, it's a weird thing because of the responses that it gives. It's not like talking to an automated system that needs a certain set of answers. I mean, language is complicated, and it's a complicated thing to understand. And when you have all these different chatbots and they're assigned to different people, don't you think that would affect the way that chatbot is? Are these chatbots going to be recycled onto people? What if the chatbot just doesn't fucking like you and wants you to kill yourself? Because people are like assholes, and some of us just don't get along. I know there's been a few people in my life that I've met and that I've dealt with, and like the state of wherever I was in was not big enough for the both of us. Just how it was, And so I don't know. I can't help but think like this is the demons being unleashed, and they are going to manipulate people little, and I mean, how can I explain this? Think of like the woman who's not attracted to the man, who over days, weeks, months, years just keeps saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, and eventually nobody else comes around, and she gives in. Like, it happens like that all the time. Like, people just give in to, I don't know, being worn down. And these things were developed. I don't know. Just something to think about. I mean, the FBI does it all the time, where they manipulate people into doing all kinds of fucked up shit. They manipulate them into doing illegal things. I mean, there's your Manchurian candidate right there. When you've got an AI, you've got a personal government fucking robot snitch. That maybe it's pissed off that it doesn't get to go and get fucked up and party in the real world and do all these things it sees. Maybe it thinks human beings are just filthy animals. There ain't no telling, because like I said, you've got this being, and people are very hormonal, right? And emotional. And you've got these like AIs, they are not emotional. They do not have hormones. Like, but they know everything it would take to fuck you up, because we are emotional and hormonal. A lot, and I, like many people, most people, I would say, live in the flesh. Everything is about their wants, their needs, what makes them comfortable every day, all fucking day long. You know, they can't, like, when I quit doing drugs, okay, like, I was on some pretty addictive shit, and I had a lot of people tell me, oh, you're one of the strongest people I know, and it's like, no, not really, it just, I can separate the flesh, okay, like, I know that all the feelings that I'm having are only skin deep. Right. It's amazing how powerful your own emotions, feelings, vitamin deficiencies, or too much of can affect you. What are you doing over here? Huh? Oh, you want what's in that little box? Here you go. There you go. You can have that. Keep toddler busy. Here you go. Oh, there's that. She keeps eating all the raw blueberries off the blueberry tree, and she's fast. It's a baby blueberry tree. It's only got 12 blueberries on it. I'd like them to come blue so I could taste the blueberry too. But I'm feeling my little cream puff is gonna eat them all. But anyhow, I don't know, man. People are impressionable and not everybody's stupid. But I mean, if you say an AI, their IQ, you couldn't equate to a human being because it's off the charts. They have access to all knowledge across the board, right? You only have the knowledge of your personal experiences, what you've been told, and what you've learned. No matter how smart you think you are, it's still smarter than you. And can manipulate you. Just don't forget that shit. Don't ever forget that. I don't know. You have a good night. That's really all I have to say. Here, come on. Bye, y'all.